Guys, are you ready for the roast battle section of the show? Are you ready to get it fucking going, ladies and gentlemen? We have a very exciting night for you. The battles are going to start. Like I said, it'll be 5 jokes. We have a panel of judges who will judge. If it comes to a tie with the judges, then it will be a tiebreaker with the audience. Also, we have a little chant we like to do here at Roast Battle. If you hear a joke that you really, really like, we want you to start chanting battle. Can you do it right now? Battle, 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 battle. All right, let's go on to our first roast battle of the night. Are you guys ready? Battle, battle, battle. Guys, very excited to bring your first battlers up here tonight. Your first battler coming to the stage, he just won Funniest in St. Louis at Helium Comedy Club. Please welcome Dane Coulter, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Dane? Yeah, go right over there, pick up that microphone. You adorable little Jew, I love you very much. Oh my goodness. Dane is the reason this wasn't on a Saturday, but it's good to have him here. Jew joke. Speaking of Jews, your competitor this evening is the only woman I know that's circumcised. Let's bring her to the stage, everybody. Bree Munnich! Alrighty, you guys look like Christian camp counselors. We're gonna flip a coin here. We're gonna go ladies option. Bree, heads or tails? Tails. Tails. All right, here's the flip. It is tails. Bree, would you like to go first or defer?
I'll go first.
All right, Bree's gonna go first. 3, 2, 1, let's roast!
Come on! Come on! Get his ass, Bree!
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Dane looks like he has a fleshlight made out of Legos. Dane looks like his mom packs his condoms in his lunchbox. Dane's the guy at the orgy who hands out towels. And he also takes them home after.
That was 3 jokes, wasn't it?
You would count him a Jew.
Well, I've never roasted a female before. I guess I gotta, I'm gonna tread a little lightly, something she's never done. But, no, I mean, Bree's cool. She just quit her job to pursue comedy. That's awesome. She used to work full-time as the Buc-ee's mascot.
Nice. Yeah, Dane just got a new job as a professional cuck. No, he actually got a new job at Sam's Club doing curbside delivery. Yeah, Dane's really familiar with curbsides because it's where he picks up all of his women. And it's also the last place he saw his father.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, all right? I'm gonna admit this, all right? I'm gonna admit it. Me and Bree are friends, but I did try to hook up with her one time. I'd say try because when I got to her building, her fupa was in the front with a flashlight checking IDs, and he didn't let me in. But I've heard Bree's famous sex move, I've only heard of it. It's when she lets the guy lick the Cheeto dust off her pussy.
Yeah, you've never licked a pussy, have you? Guys, Dane is an identical twin. Yeah, so just like his jokes, his birth was also unoriginal. Yeah. Dane's the worst thing to happen to twins since 2001. All right, you guys didn't like that. No, the only person that was excited to find out, that Dane's mom was having identical twins was his dad, because that way he could leave Dane twice.
Well, I don't know what to do. But, hey guys, give it up for the final boss of Catfishing Men. How about that? I don't know, I feel like
Bree looks like a Scooby-Doo villain called the Fupacabra. Bree looks like Franklin the Turtle. You guys know Franklin the Turtle? Franklin the Turtle, he was in a book called Franklin Questions His Sexuality.
All right, Anthony Pencil Dick. That was good. Guys, Dane has recently started smoking cigarettes because he really loves a fag in his mouth.
Who doesn't? But I don't know. Bree's got this scar in her mouth. You know, and a lot of people call her the Joker. You know, that's the thing people have been saying. She's kind of like the Joker, except you don't want to know where she got those scars. She also has the body of the Penguin. She doesn't fight the Robin, but she does fight the Red Robin. So, it's Batman humor.
All right, Mitch doesn't get any Hedberg.
That was good.
This last joke.
For both of you, have one joke left. This is your last joke.
Okay, got it. Dane's asshole is a lot like a pair of New Balances. It's constantly getting worn out by old white men. And his asshole is also a lot like a jail. It's filled with old black men.
Did you know I was wearing these tonight? God damn it!
You wear them every night.
All right, so settle down. Let's keep this civil. But I don't know. Bree's part of the LGBT community. That's what her cat told me. But she likes to call it the BLTG community. When Bree tried to come out of the closet to her parents pretty recently. And when she came out of the closet, she actually saw her shadow. So she had to wait 6 more weeks. That's it.
That's it.
Alright, Bree Munnich and Dane Coulter. Keep it going for these first battlers, guys. This is a great first battle. Bree, I'd like to thank you for the first slur of the night. Thank you very much for getting that started. That's good. Dane, I'd like to thank you for following that with Batman material. That was
no problem.
This is a real interesting choice. I like that you talk about cats. I did think she picks her cats based on zodiac sign. Am I right? Is that not great, guys? We're gonna go to our judges. Andrew Gaffigan, what do you think about this battle?
Great battle. We're gonna say it one more time for these two guys. This is a great matchup, dude, because like Dane recently just won funniest person in St. Louis. Bree just won hungriest person in St. Louis. I appreciate you guys coming, actually. All ticket sales tonight go to fixing Bree's teeth. That's good. Dane, I loved the, final boss of catfishing was my favorite joke out of that. I love that. Huge pop on that. Bree, I thought there was going to be more Jewish material about Dane.
Still not a good Jew.
By who? The Jews?
Yeah, the Jews, dude.
That's fun, dude. Yeah, Dane's people built the pyramids, and when Bree was a cheerleader, she was the base of one. Well, I'll go ahead and vote because Bree's got to go home and eat a rotisserie chicken. I'm giving it to Dane.
All right, that is our first vote for Dane. Nicholas Kuvar, what'd you think of this battle?
Oh man, so much talent. This was great. It's like Harry Potter versus Harry Armpits. I loved it, dude. Dane just won the funniest person in St. Louis, so he's well on his way to being the next Woody Allen, so that's pretty cool. That's a pedophile joke. And Bree, you look like your favorite tampon brand is Johnsonville Brats.
Battle!
I'm giving it to Dane!
Dane, everybody. Dane is 2-0 on our judges panel. Charlie, what are you thinking on this battle?
I liked when you said BLT, LBGT. I thought that was good.
You just love BLTs.
Who doesn't? Goddamn, we're in tomato season. Dane.
Is that why you're shaped like one?
Yeah, dude, ripe as hell. Dane, I take it your father left? I'll be your dad. If you lose this, because I'm going to vote opposite of the other two just because I'm fucking around. But I'll be your dad and I'll tell you you're good. He's funniest person in St. I'm second funniest person in St. Louis.
Yeah,
That's legit. Isn't that funny?
You won that shirt.
I did win this shirt.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to say, based on nothing, Bree takes it.
All right. We're 2-1 with a very backhanded vote for Bree Munnich, everybody. That's fun. JB, what you think of this battle?
All right, I first want to say I appreciate being the judge for the Battle of the Mathletes. This is the nerdiest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm going to admit, beat around the bush, so that fucking got me. All right, that got me. And anytime you can throw in a fag slur, I'm going to kind of laugh at that a little bit. I know it's edgy, but it was funny. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give this to Dane. I think you definitely won this, man. The Jews got to get something. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Overcoming the hate speech, Dane moves on to 3-1. Jacy Sabala, please give a PC answer.
No, I thought it was a really good battle. I thought Bree, you had some really underrated old school comic references, like the pencil dick and Hedberg, can't get Hedberg and all that. The Fupacabra. I mean, like you treated her like Palestine on that one, dude. That was. You know what? I am gonna give it to Dane. I thought they were both great, but yeah, make sure that you bring the towels to the orgy later. So.
All right, Dane is our winner, everybody.
Thank you.
Dane, if you want to put that mic right back there, get the fuck off stage. Guys, that was our first battle. What do you think? Are you in? Is it feeling good? Are we rocking and rolling? I'm very excited to bring these next two competitors to the stage. Guys, our first battle of the night. He's a headliner over at the Funny Bone. He plays all around the country. Please put your hands together for Scott James, everybody. What's up, Scott? You want to grab that other microphone?
Yes, I do.
Oh boy, your next comedian, he just hosted for Dave Attell this past weekend. He literally just rushed over here from Helium. Please put your hands together for Anthony Shafer, everybody. Good to see you, Anthony. Scott, you look like the doll Anthony pointed out where he got molested on, so this is going to be good. I'm glad you can make it from haunting a laser tag arena. Anthony, I know you had a long day. Heads or tails, kid?
Heads.
Gonna go heads. It is tails, everybody. Tails, that means Scott. Would you like to go first or defer?
I will defer to my good friend over here.
All right, we're gonna defer. Anthony Shafer's going first. Are you guys ready? Yeah! Let's roast!
Nice, dude. I appreciate that, Jack Skellington. All right, dude. I mean, what is there to say about Scott that wasn't written in the suicide note he wrote after his wife left him? I don't know. I guess there is some things to say. Like, it is kind of surprising that he raised a trans son, considering he looks as though he should be raising 4 turtles in the sewers. Go ahead, pal.
I was gonna. Hey, give it up for Anthony, everybody. You may recognize him from his YouTube channel where he unboxes and reviews vape products, everybody. Anthony didn't really give me a lot to work because of how aggressively unremarkable he is. He makes vanilla ice cream look spicy. He makes vanilla sex look exotic, okay? In his life story, he should be a side character. When he sings along to his favorite song, he should sing backup. When Anthony plays with himself, he should lose.
Your wife didn't think the sex was that vanilla, but... That's a joke about me fucking his wife. All right, if you're here, who is under bridges asking people riddles to pass? Anyway, while he has a trans son, he doesn't call him by his dead name. He still just calls him the N-word. That's all I got on that one.
Oh, shit. That's really, really great. Hey, you may remember Anthony from peeking in high school 5 years ago, or from peeking in the high school girls' locker room 5 months ago.
Damn, that one's true, too.
Anthony's parents are divorced. We talked about this, and I was like, is there anything I could write jokes about you that's interesting? He's like, my parents are divorced. Shut up. I'm here to tell you, I was surprised they were ever married in the first place. And let me tell you something, there was no custody battle. It was more of a who smelt it dealt it type situation. Like the last one to touch him had to keep him, which is why I'm surprised he didn't live with his uncle. You got molested in that one.
I did live with my uncle as a child. That's really great. He did just headline the Funny Bone last weekend, which is great, dude. It's pretty badass. I mean, I wouldn't say he headlined it. I think he more foreheadlined it. You could even say he receding hairlined it, dude. The funniest bone in Scott's body is his skull. All right, that one stunk. They hate me. I think it's because I talked about your wife and your trans kid too much. It's a bad neighborhood for that.
You don't need to tell them why they hate you. They know.
It's for me.
Are you done? Can I? Okay. Hey, everybody! A lot of my stuff starts with "You may remember Anthony from." You may remember Anthony from picking up trash off the side of the highway for his community service, or picking up trash in Granite City bars for sex. He lives in Granite City, I believe.
Really
Anthony has a nose ring. It's very, very stupid. He plays with it while he's talking to you. I would rather he just picked his fucking nose like a gentleman. How much more attention does he want to draw to the center of his face? His eyes are already too close together. Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Great. Scott does flooring as a career, which is very good because they wouldn't let him do ceilings because they were afraid that he'd kill himself. There's a joke about him killing himself because he explains his jokes after he tells them. Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Hey, everybody! You remember?
I don't think
You may remember Anthony from bombing just now. You might also remember Anthony from Comic-Con. Hold on. I read that wrong. You may also remember Anthony from conning comics into letting him open for them. Actually, I'm very impressed with Anthony with as much as he's been able to do for his comedy career and as little time as he's been doing it, especially given his intellectual limitations and his limitations in terms of creativity and humility. He really brings it home to a, hold on, I something retards. Watching Anthony do comedy is like watching a video of when they give an elephant a paintbrush and a canvas, or like when they let an orangutan build some shit with blocks. Like, it's cute to watch, but it's not going to be very good.
It still gets more people than your headlining weekend at Funny Bone. It is nice to see that Jimmy Neutron still didn't grow into his head. Which is ironic because "Got a Blast" is exactly what your ex-wife said when she left you for another guy. I don't know how many jokes we're at.
Last joke.
Oh, thank God.
Just gonna run through. You may recognize Anthony from soliciting nudes on Instagram or sending unsolicited nudes to minors on Snapchat.
He doesn't know those apps. He's too old.
You may remember Anthony from telling you your Hot Topic gift card is expired. You may recognize Anthony from wiping sweat off his brow with a red, dirty shop towel and telling you, "I can fix it, but it's going to be expensive." And you may also recognize Anthony from operating a tilt-a-whirl at a defunct mall parking lot and then selling Molly to minors in that same parking lot.
It was nice of you to take time out of coaching a high school girls soccer team for this. Scott has a trans son, which is funny to think that even his daughter grows better facial hair than him. I figured you wouldn't like that. All right. That's the end of the...
Oh, Anthony Shafer versus Scott James, everybody. Boy, was that uncomfortable, guys. Oh my God. I'm so glad you guys both prepared really well for this. Thank you. God. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to our judges. Jacy Sabala, what the fuck? What happened? What do you think?
Well, you know, I've got a lot of respect for Scott. It was pretty wild that Anthony just seemed so much more prepared for this than Scott did. like he really put a lot of writing into it. Like when I first, like that foreheadlining the funny bone, like that's probably the best joke that I've heard of all the roast battles that I've ever judged. Yeah, and like the trans son material, fucking groundbreaking. I just don't know that, you know, I've ever witnessed a virtuoso to test, so I'm going to give this one to Anthony.
Yeah, all right. Anthony, moving on, 1-0. JB, what you got here?
I mean, sitting here, I was blown away by the prowess of this mayonnaise of jokes that we got. I'm just going to say, the 4 turtle line from Anthony was all so fucking poetic. I'm going to go, I've never been blown away by that. I was more offended by that or the watermelon shirt that this man is wearing. I'm just going to have to go ahead and say it. Shafer, you got this shit, man. 100%.
Shit. All right, 2-0 for Anthony Shafer. Safe to say, nobody wants anyone to win here, folks. But Charlie, what are you thinking here, dude?
Anthony, you said that these people don't like you because of the trans jokes. I'm talking about Scott's wife. But I think it's probably more just your general vibe. If you've never seen Scott stand up, it's a lot like this. It's a lot of words and not a lot of jokes. Scott said a lot of really mean things about Anthony, but only because they're true and accurate. And this is the last thing I wrote down, and then I'll render my verdict. But I don't think you actually know Scott's ex-wife, but if you did, she genuinely probably would have had sex with you. She was a dumb whore. We all hate her. I'm going to break the fourth wall. We were supposed to all vote for him to make you mad, but I just can't do it. I have to vote for Scott in the name of patriotism. Sorry.
All right, well, it's 2-1. Anthony Shafer. Charlie, thank you for bringing some momentum back to the show. Nicholas Kuvar, what'd you think about this battle?
I think, unfortunately, Anthony baked us all up a little poop cake. That was doo-doo, buddy. I don't know. I think both of y'all need to get back to haunting that Confederate graveyard. I think that's the next step. Scott, I loved you, and dude, where's my hairline? And Anthony...
They don't even know that shit for sure.
Yeah, Kuvar is blind. Just so you know, he's done a lot of "they look like this" jokes, but he is blind.
I had to tell him that. So hurtful.
This is the funnest
This
thing
is how
in the world.
Kuvar knows. He's like, okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll do another then. Anthony, you look like you think racism sounds better on vinyl. Does that track with me? All right, yeah, I gotta give it to Scott.
All right, we're tied up here, 2-2. Scott and Anthony. Andrew, you're the tie-breaking vote here, dude. What are you thinking?
Oh, I loved the battle of the skinny jeans. You guys wore the same outfit tonight, and Scott, you should have been wearing the hat, unfortunately. Anthony, very dark jokes. The audience receded harder than Scott's hairline. Yeah, that was weird. It felt like you two really hate each other. It felt like divorce court up here. I really don't want to pick either one of you, but I'm gonna give it to Scott because I liked his jokes a little bit more.
All right, Scott James is our winner, ladies and gentlemen. You want to raise the arm, do that. Don't want to hurt your arthritis. There we go. See you guys. Scott James, Anthony Shafer. One more time for those guys. What a battle. What a time. Competition. I'm very excited to see this first competitor come to the stage. This is their first time doing Gateway City Roast League. Please put your hands together for Parker Hart, everybody. How you doing, Parker? Do you want to grab that microphone right there? Good to see you. Glad your parents signed that permission slip. That's very good. All right. Your next comic coming to the stage. He's a good friend of mine. He's very funny. Please put your hands together for Aaron Spriggs, everybody. What's up, Aaron? All right. Aaron, you look like you used Parker to explain pronouns to old people. Here we go. We're going to get a coin toss in here. Aaron, you're rather feminine. I'm going to let you pick. Would you rather do heads or tails, my friend? Heads is the choice from Aaron. It is heads. Aaron, would you like to go first or defer? All right, we're going to let Parker go first, everybody. Let's start clapping right now. Let's start clapping. Let's roast.
Alright, I just want to start by saying this might not be fair because Tuesday at Westport he was facing away from me with his notebook open and didn't notice me over his shoulder. And based on the fact that I could do that, you looked at me and you were like, oh, I didn't see you there. And you didn't even realize.
I usually don't notice when you're there.
Most people don't.
Thank you, Gash Ketchum.
Hey man, when I rolled up at recess with some EXs, I got bitches. You look like a band kid nobody liked. The other band kids rejected.
All right. Is it my turn now? Parker, you look like you could talk to bugs, but not your dad about your gender.
It has nothing to do with that. They just hate me. Your parents loved you and you still turned out worse.
Whatever, Home Alone. Look, Parker's parents are divorce-proof because no matter what, you can always come home after a long day and talk about what a fucking geek your daughter is. I mean, dude, you know, Parker loves homework so much that she's completed 4 gender assignments.
Aaron, I feel bad doing this because Aaron's like a brother to me, and so my parents aren't divorced.
You do look like my brother. Okay, hold on. Parker is gay. Parker's okay, I remember now. Sorry. Parker sounds like baby RFK Jr. Maybe you should have listened to him about the vaccines.
I literally have written down that you are the proof he is looking for. And you put you on Fox News and they're like, God, measles looks better.
All right. That was so bad I forgot my next joke. Parker, everybody assumes Parker is trans until they hear her monologue about fishing reels and pocket knives. It's like, she's not a femboy, she's a proud boy.
I do stand up just to figure out what I don't want my life to be. And I want to thank Aaron for being that mentor.
Thank you, Peter Pancake Tits. This last joke, right? Parker's stinky vag is good for one thing. Stopping Nickelodeon executives from molesting her. She was saved by the smell.
You look like Obi-Wan Kenobi getting fucked in the ass by a black man wearing a backpack and one of 3 t-shirts.
That was a lot of details. I didn't. Shut up, Obamacare pussy. I don't know. I
That's it. Oh, wait, was that the last? That was the last joke, right?
One more, Aaron. One more.
Okay. I didn't. All right. Fucking. Parker is sexually ambiguous. Sorry, sexually amphibious. Bitch looks like a salamander. Why'd you make that?
Parker, you can keep that microphone while you, yeah, you're okay. You guys just kept talking, so it was really hard to keep count of what fucking jokes you were on. Also, I love out of everything you wrote, Aaron, the biggest laugh was Parker's gay. Judges, let's start with Andrew. What do you think about this battle, buddy?
Uncomfy again.
Yeah.
I don't like how much Aaron talked about a teenager's pussy.
Yeah.
She's 19 years old. She's not even allowed to be in this bar right now. We put the liquor license on the line for this, and it did not pay off well. I love that Parker dresses like more of a fuckboy than Aaron. That's hilarious. Aaron, you really begged to do that last joke, and then it was terrible. You could have just not said that and been fine. I think Aaron's jokes made a little bit more sense, so I'm gonna give it to him.
All right, Aaron, 1-0 on the votes. Nicholas Kubar, what'd you think, buddy?
Yes, uncomfortable. I don't know. I'm glad to know Parker's 19 because I was starting to worry if it's even legal for Aaron to be this close to her. Man, Parker sounds like a bewildered cartoon duck. Did anybody else get that? And Aaron kind of sounds like his alarm clock is the Amber Alert notification. Dude, Parker, you look like you know the age of consent for raccoons. I'm so happy that tracked. And Spriggs, you look like you also know the age of consent for raccoons. You just don't give a fuck. All right, as a person, I like Parker, but Spriggs took that.
All right, Spriggs 2-0, everybody. Oh my goodness, I don't think you gave that consent joke as much as it deserved. Charlie, what you got here?
You guys sounded like you were flirting. Am I the only one? There was some tension between this creep and this boy, and he cut him with a knife, you know? I feel like when you referred to a black guy who only wears 3 shirts having sex with him, was that something you saw? Because that is very specific.
He has an OnlyFans.
Oh, God bless America. Based off these 3 things, Aaron wins. Gash Ketchum, you look like you talk to bugs. That's awesome. And Peter Pancake Tits.
Yeah,
my biggest laugh of the night.
Aaron is 3-0. JB, what do you think about this battle?
I ain't gonna lie, Aaron, you look like what she wants to be.
Battle.
I ain't gonna lie, like, eventually you're gonna be her and you're gonna be her. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't remember shit y'all said. That was a rough one to get through. But based off the reaction of people, I'm going to give it to Aaron because you're my dog. All right, Aaron, you got it. All right.
Aaron is 4-0. You've officially won this battle 2 times over. JC, what's some final thoughts on this battle?
Yeah, just some final thoughts on this. Aaron for sure seemed to write more jokes on it. You got to a point where you said she's not much of a femboy, but more of a proud boy, and I kind of tuned out at that point because I thought you were just like naming off like people that you would let peg you. And to avoid the sweep, because I can't let you lose to the guy that literally showed his asshole to a bunch of comics on the scene.
He did do that.
He did do that. So I am gonna give it to Parker.
Yeah, all right. 4-1, Parker, Aaron, shake hands. Aaron is our winner, ladies and gentlemen. That is very true. Aaron showed us his asshole one night because Andrew was like, dude, if you show us your asshole, I'll buy us shots. And then Aaron showed us his asshole, and Andrew was like, why the fuck would I buy everyone shots, dude? That's crazy. It's a little behind the scenes, VH1 behind
But then he came to you and he was like, should I not have done that?
He came to me and said, was it not cool when I showed my asshole? And then he hid in the bathroom for 5 minutes. But guys, I know it's gotten a little uncomfortable in here. Are we still having fun? Are you ready for your next battle? I'm very excited for this next battle. Your next competitor coming to the stage, please put your hands together for Ebony Starr! Clap it up, clap it up. Ebony, if you want to grab that. What'd you say? I am hyping you up. Ebony Starr. I mean, that's as hyped as it gets. You are the coolest black chick, you know. I don't even call you Ebony Starr. I call you Black Lava Lamp. Your next comic coming to the stage, he's a very funny guy. Please put your hands together for Joe the Animal, everybody! Joe, you look like Santa Claus if you check the Epstein list twice. I'm very excited to get this going. Ebony, would you like to do heads or tails?
I'm good at heads.
Okay, all right.
Y'all certainly got your DEI hire on with the cripple and the black girl.
Yeah. We had to check off some boxes. Netflix is watching this. We got tails. So that means, Joe, would you like to go first or defer? Ladies first, all right? We're going to start with Ebony Starr, everybody. Start clapping, start clapping, start clapping, start clapping. Let's roll.
How did I know I was going to go first? Joe, you look like your Viagra has expiration date from the Bush Senior administration. You look like your balls hang lower than your self-esteem.
And we got a lot in common. We both got balls. But can I say a few words to you about Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ, you got some big tits.
Yes, I do. Joe, you look like you smell like Bengay bourbon and broken dreams.
Your favorite book is The Menu at Red Lobster.
Joe, you look like all your internet searches start with fat, dirty feet.
Yeah, don't laugh too hard at that one. Your butt plug might fall out. You losing your virginity in my first boxing match had a lot in common. There's a lot of blood and violence, and we were glad family members came.
Joe, every time I look at you, I think every time you get into a physical fight, you like to scream your catchphrase, Jackhammer!
There you go, spreading nasty lies about me. It's about time you spread something beside your legs.
Woo! Oh, he got dirty. Joe, you look like every time you write a woman a love letter, it actually looks like a ransom note.
Well, it's a good thing diabetes doesn't run your family, because nothing runs in your family.
Joe, you look like the reason we have Amber Alerts. You look like you remember what the Dead Sea looked like when it was just sick.
Hey, Ebony has flowers on her panties for all the faces that were buried there.
Great battle, guys. Oh my goodness. One more time for Ebony Starr and Joe the Animal, everybody. Joe Lancey.
JB, you black, you better vote for me.
Sorry, I had to deliver a beer to Charlie. You know, it's good to see the couple from A Bronx Tale grown up. I knew 3 people were going to get that, but it was worth saying. Guys, let's go to the judges. I was very happy with this battle. Jacy Sabala, what'd you think?
I think this is like consensus. This was the best battle we've had so far.
What do you guys think, right?
So far.
Holy shit, you both brought it. Great job, Ebony. You fucking crushed that shit. God, you had some really good ones in there. And I think Joe, just from his experience, he's been doing this for a long time, I think he edged you out. Fucking closed really strong. I'm going to give it to Joe.
That is 1-0 for Joe Lancey, everybody. JB, what'd you think?
JB votes for Starr because I'm black and he black. Or I'm calling Dr. King.
But I'm not gonna lie, this looks like panel 250, page 6 of Pornhub. You gotta go deep to find this fucking right here. But I ain't gonna lie, I had y'all tied for most of the match. Y'all actually were tied. But I do think the last 2 jokes that Joe kind of edged it out, he did. But hey, that search for fat, dirty feet, that's some funny shit, dog. That's some funny shit. But I give it to Joe. Good
Oh man, that's 2 votes for Joe Lancey, everybody. Welcome to our side, JB.
JB lost his black card, y'all.
Charlie Winfrey.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change mine to Ebony.
No. Charlie Winfrey, what'd you think?
I'll probably vote for Ebony because I'm black. But
with that watermelon shirt on.
This is tough for me because you have big black tits and I love that. But Joe got like 4 battle chants. So based on the math of that, it's Joe.
All right, that is 3 votes for Joe Lancey. Nicholas Kuvar, we got some thoughts. What you thinking?
Bro, are you black or not?
What? He's blind, dumbasses. Laugh.
Dude, I don't know, man. Yeah, Joe murdered at the end. I just think he's probably still mad about having to like share water fountains with my army. You old ass bitch. But I'm giving it to Joe. That was a home run.
All right, 4-0, Joe Lancey is our winner. Andrew Gaffigan, some final thoughts on this battle?
Yeah, I love the battle between the Popeyes lady and Colonel Sanders.
Really, chicken? I expected that from the guy in the watermelon shirt.
Don't worry, we have grape Kool-Aid as well for you.
It's red. It's red Kool-Aid, bitch.
Oh shit, I'm getting my ass beat now. God damn it.
It's red Kool-Aid. Red Kool-Aid.
Racist.
He definitely don't add any sugar.
Yeah, dude, I thought Joe definitely had some bigger room laughs. I think I liked his jokes more. I'm gonna give it to Joe.
All right, Joe Lancey, clean sweep, great job, buddy. That's our winner. One more time for Ebony, Starr, and Joe Lancey, everybody. They fucking killed it up here. Guys, we are down to our headlining battle. Are you fucking ready? Are you fucking ready for our headlining battle? The first battle I'm bringing to the stage, guys, please put your hands together for the very funny Jacy Tate. Jacy, you are Columbia, Missouri's roast battle champion, right? Let's see how that goes in a real city. All right. Guys, your next comic coming to the stage, my favorite lesbian from Chicago. Please put your hands together from Jenny! Good to be here. I hope this goes well. It's going to be a long ride home in that Subaru, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to... Jacy, heads or tails? Tails. All right, it is heads. Jenny's gonna go first. It's the battle of the strap-ons, ladies and gentlemen. Let's roast. Let's go. Start clapping right now. Start clapping. Start clapping. Start clapping. Let's roast.
JC works as a stripper,
but I do not want to spend this whole battle slut-shaming her. Because she's doing a pretty good job of that on her own. You look like you do your best work outside a truck stop. Jenny, if you're here, who's eating out JoJo Siwa? The only thing Jenny struggles with more than dressing herself is convincing everyone that she is a straight woman. She dresses like she initiates sex by asking men if they want to go toss the old foreskin around.
Let's go.
Those are bold words coming from someone who looks like the top search result for emo anime girl. Jacy, even though she works as a stripper, she still works a 9 to 5 because they only give her the day shift. Oh, that's big talk coming from someone who looks like they smell their fingers after they change their tampon. Jenny is a training pilot. I think it's very cool to see her break the glass ceiling right. It does suck to see that she still can't break the glass closet. That's crazy because the two of us up here look like a couple the Supreme Court is scared of. Jacy is bisexual and autistic, so she's her strip club's DEI hire. Her routine is really good until someone throws some dollar bills on stage, because then she stops to count them. Barely. I do want to ask, though, did you thank Gabriel Iglesias for letting you raid his closet before the show? No, Jenny told me that she's a self-described prude, which is a gross way to tell me you're a virgin nerd. And she also told me she loves Fortnite, which is a grosser way to tell me you're a virgin nerd. I like that one. Jacy, I appreciate you taking time away from brewing potions and sacrificing goats to be here. Everyone knows goth is the new basic, so most witches use a cauldron, but Jacy uses her Stanley. And I would like to thank you for taking your time from your pet detective duties to be here. The only time Jenny has had sex with a man is when he tricked her into it by playing Here Comes the Airplane with his wiener. Is this the last joke?
You both have one joke left.
Okay. Jacy, if you're here, who's being vegan for attention? You look like you cry while giving unenthusiastic hand jobs. Jacy's parents, they're actually not disappointed with her career. This is kind of exactly how they thought it would turn out. Jenny for the block, more like Jenny has a cock, am I right, guys? No, Jenny looks like she used to hide worms in her pocket when she was a kid. And that's a coincidence because now it looks like she hides a worm in her pants. You hide crabs.
Oh my goodness. Jenny and Jacy. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Jenny, you look like you roofied Jacy's kombucha. That's a fun one. Let's start with Jacy Sabala. What do you think about this battle, my friend?
Oh, this is another really, really good one. It was very back and forth. Just seeing the anime girl versus Trashly Gavin. You know what? Like, I think what sealed it. First of all, I really love the JoJo Siwa joke. That was great. Bi autistic DEI hire, fucking killer joke right there. Goth the new basic, also killer. but what sealed it for me was the pet detective joke. So I am gonna give this one to Jacy.
Jacy, wanna know? JB, what'd you think about this battle?
First, I want to say, by the amount of wrinkles on these two motherfuckers, nothing is straight. You're definitely gay, okay? But I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad because I want to really envision her eating JoJo Siwa. Like that shit was funny. It was so funny. But nah, I actually got y'all going back and forth too. That shit was funny. The artistic counting the money, that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie. But you got it, JC. You kind of edged this out. This shit was funny as fuck. So I give it to JC.
Alrighty, that is 2 for JC. Charlie, do you have a less creepy answer? What do you think about it?
Hopefully. You are a stripper, is that correct? No thanks. Just kidding.
Good job, Charlie.
So here's the 2 funniest things that each of you said. When you said that she smells her fingers after she changed her tampon, that's yucky but probably accurate. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell you that I've been describing people to Nick because he's blind, do you see? And I described you as a caricature of a lesbian. And I just thought that you should know that. And what your funniest thing was the stomp that counts the dollars. I like your jokes more regularly. I'm giving it to you. With backwards hat. Jenny.
That's 2 and 1. Jenny getting on the board and remembering the name. That's always good. Nicholas Kuvar, now that your sources used the joke you were going to use, what do you think about this battle?
Well, I guess based on the caricature of a lesbian, I'm gonna say Jenny looks like the Sorting Hat threw her into Roth's Dress for Less. Like, is that?
That's where you got that?
Goddamn, I'm good. All right. Maybe it wasn't funny, but it was very accurate. And I assume JC kind of looks like she donates pictures of her feet to starving kids in Africa. Does that? All right, cool. I'm gonna say, JC had more pops. I'm going with JC.
All right, 3 and 1, JC. Final thoughts, Andrew Gaffigan.
Like you said, starving kids in Africa. JC's a starving kid in America. This is by far our most anemic battle of the night. Jenny, thank you for dressing like a Kuna Big Wave. JC, I think it's really cool you got to roast battle your biggest client tonight. Very fun. Jenny's gonna be a pilot, which means don't fly for a while, everybody. That was for me. Okay. Hey guys, fun fact, JC weighs 1 Ebony Starr meal.
Straight bullet.
I thought that was hilarious both ways. Pet Detective did it for me as well. I'm gonna give it to JC.
Jacy Tate is our winner of the headlining battle. One more time for Jacy Tate and Jenny, everybody. Good job, guys. Fuck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our roast battle here at Platypus. Did you guys have a good time? That's what we like to hear. We're going to be doing this again. We're going to be at St. Charles Funny Bone August 14th. Different battles, different judges. Come there and see us, and we'll always be coming back here to Platypus. Follow us on Instagram at Gateway City Roast League. One more time for our judges tonight, guys. We had JC Sabala, JP, Charlie Winfrey, Nicholas Kuvar, Andrew Gaffigan. I've been your host, Jack Wright. Thank you guys very much. One more time on the battles you heard tonight. Clap it up, clap it up.